So today I'm going to be taking you guys through a cocktail that I made inspired by my love of Lucero. It's called Noon as Dark as Midnight. We're going to be doing this obviously with bourbon because that's the only way to properly pay tribute to those guys from Memphis. They like to get down to some bourbon and some whiskey. We're going to be doing it with Woodford today. Basically think Manhattan inspired. It's a big, rich, boozy sipper of a drink that for me, I think is a perfect way to enjoy the band. Think sitting in a smoke-filled bar down in Tennessee with one of these in your hand, maybe a beer in the other, and enjoying their live set. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of Woodford for this. This is a stirred cocktail because there is no citrus in this cocktail. Traditionally, you're gonna wanna shake cocktails that have citrus in them because of the acidity, but we're not doing that. This is all booze-forward ingredients. We're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of a dry vermouth, local favorites Watershed, 1/4 ounce of their Nocino. Be really careful with this stuff because a little goes a long way. And I'm gonna do a 1/4 ounce of real maple syrup. And we were talking earlier, the real maple syrup is thinner. So it's a thinner consistency, so it's going to dissolve a little bit more easily into the cocktail and give it a more well-rounded flavor because it's not going to be any left over after I'm done with the stir. And so this is a spiced cherry bitters from Woodford as well. It's in a dropper, so we're going to do 2 drops of that. We're going to ice it down, stir it just long enough to dilute it, you know, a good 15 seconds or so. We want to dilute it, chill it down just a little bit. And again, the reason we're stirring this because it is booze forward. Think in the traditional way that you would do a Manhattan or an old fashioned. You're going to stir those. That should be good. I'm going to strain it into this glass. One of my favorite glasses. I love whenever you have kind of an antique look or an etching to the glass. And we're going to garnish it with a LUXARDO cherry on top. And with that, I give you my Lucero inspired cocktail. Noon as dark as midnight.
Is it noon yet?
Close enough. It's close. Cheers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Not the low proof cocktail we were talking about.
No, this is, it's so good though.
Thank you.
It's very rich. It's like kind of like a dessert almost.
Yeah. Stand alone, you don't really need anything with it. Just, you know, no meal, nothing like that.
So if you have more than one of these, it's like eating a whole cake or a whole...
What's wrong with that?
It's so good.